It's getting real, guys. It's getting real. Just as they said in the movie Outlander, or whatever this is called, there can only be one. There can only be one. Two of the most impressive teams at these Euros. Italy, by far the most standout team at these Euros. But what Italy need to understand is you don't win by just being the best team. You don't win by just being the most standard out team. You win by executing. You've got to go out there and prove to yourselves and prove to everyone, yes, we are about this life. We are the best team and we can show and prove that we are the best team. Spain. Guys, I told you there's a narrative. There is a narrative. Morata lives. Morata lives. He's still here. And there could still be a twist in the tail in the whole Morata situation. So, guys, remember, from kickoff, join me for the watch along. Join me with a drink. Join me with whatever you want. But please feel free to join your boy on Twitch and join me for the watch along. Join me. I'll be there for the watch along. And yes, I'll be there for Messi as well. Yes, I'll be doing Argentina and Colombia. Let's run it in the night, man. This is content crack. So I'm hoping that this game delivers, because Italy-Belgium was arguably the match of the Euros. And I think Italy have been supremely amazing, impressive. And I think what Italy have to realize is, don't think that because you beat Belgium, one of the strong favorites, one of the strongest teams, that now automatically means that you've won the Euros. No, there is still work to be done. And what I always remind people is that a semi is a semi. It doesn't matter who you're facing. You could be facing Tweedledee. You could be facing pumpkin pie. When you're in a semi-final of any tournament, you've got to respect that. You have to respect the fact that you're in a semi-final on a game and things are different. But Italy are confident, because Italy believe that if we play to the best of our abilities, we beat these guys. And Spain now, wait a minute, we feel confident as well, because we feel that nobody thought we would be here. People think that we'll be in the semi-finals. I know we've got things to prove, and there is a Morata narrative. The Morata narrative is strong, and the Morata narrative cannot be ignored. It can't be ignored. It exists, and it has to be respected. That Morata narrative has to be expected. Sorry, it has to be respected. So let's look at these lineups, shall we? Let's look at these lineups, man. Because you know it's always good to look at the lineup and so forth. So let's share that screen, shall we? Let's share and look at what these lineups look like, amigos. Bada bingy, boom. All right, there we go. So let's look at Italy first, Mondo. So obviously Donnarumma in goal. We know this. Big for Emerson, man. Big for Emerson. You know, he comes in for Spinazzola. How much of a miss will that be? For me, I think that's a huge miss for Italy. Spinazzola has arguably been one of the best players at these Euros, and it is so bitterly disappointing that he's been injured, because he was so key for Italy, both defensively but importantly offensively, and how he worked with Insigne on that left. For Emerson, it is a downgrade, but Emerson has to now bring that Chelsea USL winning mentality to help these dudes. But we already know how good George has been, Bonucci, Di Lorenzo. That back four has been money. So if the key thing is, will Emerson mess up the defensive structure and the chemistry of that team? We are waiting to be seen. Boom! He goes with type Marco, Jorginho, Barella. Marco, Jorginho, and Barella. So the same midfield three, Mancini is entrusting the same midfield three that said what's up to Belgium. And yeah, there we go. It's the same lineup, apart from obviously the enforced change, which was Spinazzola. So he would have done the same lineup if Spinazzola was still fit. So Chiesa, Immobile, Lorenzo, Insigne. Let's look at what Spain are saying, man. So Spain, obviously, Unai Simon in goal, who's been huge for Spain. Jessica Alba, Laporte, Eric Garcia, Azpilicueta. Okay, so again, Eric Garcia preferred ahead of Laporte. Pedri, Busquets, Koke. Pedri has been money. Pedro has been money, obviously. Pedro has been money while his club has no money. But he's been doing his thing. And I think him and Busquets have really formed a great rapport in that midfield. Guys, this is high stakes. See, do you know what this is? This is called high stakes. This is called high stakes. This is called Luis Enrique is like, you know what? I want to win this trophy. That's what this is called. Because remember, we're like, he's going to defend him, loyal. Okay, we're in a Euro semi-final against Italy. We're one step away from a final, most likely against Angleterre on their home patch. We have a chance of doing something pretty damn special that nobody thought that we could do. He's gone with a false nine. And my thing that Enrique's hand was forced. His hand has been forced because Morata has been missing like crazy. And you would think, okay, fine, we know what Morata is. We will hope that the guy who scored 20 plus goals in La Liga would be able to say what's up, but even Moreno has been missing as well. So I think what he's thinking is, Oyarzabal has been very good for Real. So that we're not, we're going to go small and we're going to really go full Spain. We're going to go full on Spain, this is full on Euro 2012, which is what we're going to try and do. I did not think he'd do this. I did not think he would do this. So you look at this, that puts a lot of pressure on Busquets and Pedri in terms of intelligence passing, and obviously Torres, Olman, so forth. But I think what this says is, all right, everybody's got to get in on it. We don't have a recognized striker. We don't have a recognized goal scorer because our goal scorers have pretty much bricked it. Everybody has got to chip in, and we're going full on Spain. We're going full on Euro 2012. That's a big move. That is a big move because, there we have it. Morata's on the bench. Moreno's on the bench. All those guys are on the bench. Yeah. Huge. Big call. So look, if it's my only question for Italy is homeboy. This is my only question here is Emerson. Emerson is not bad. He's serviceable. He ain't Spinazzola. And he won't give you what Spinazzola is going to give you. So the worry for Italy is how much of an issue could that be in terms of how much of a defensive liability could he be? And how much are you losing offensively from having him in that team? But the call was forced, it was made, and they have to go through. So if Italy play like how they played against Belgium, they will cause Spain a lot of issues and they will cause them a lot of problems, because the Belgian defense ain't that great. I think Spain's defense is better. Even if they've obviously considered more goals, I still believe Spain's personnel is better than the Belgian personnel in defense, And I think you always have to keep in mind that people shouldn't just look at this as team versus team, the matchup, and look at what they've done in the previous games. Because if these two teams met in the group stages or the second round, I'd be confident that Italy would win. In a semi-final where it's much more tight, it's much more tense, there's a lot more sweat around, things are a little bit more dicey, man. Things are a little bit more dicey. My question is, will this work? Will this approach work? But my thing is that whether it works or not is that, did Enrique have any choice? You're two of my strikers and you guys can't score. I have to think of something different. I've got to think of something different. I've just got to somehow look in a different avenue. But it's bold. It is a bold thing to do in a semi-final. Of course, you were forced to do, but to do it in a semi-final, because you see, Euro 2012, they pretty much played that false and pretty much all the way through. So they were pretty much working that for most of the time, And the thing about that 2012 team is that they had Iniesta and Xavi, excellent passes of the ball. Excellent passes of the ball. And you throw in Fabregas, throw in David Silva again. This guy, you had like some of the best passes the game has ever seen. Now, Busquets and Pedri are there. They're not Xavi and Iniesta. So I have questions as to whether this would work, but who knows? Because again, we're only viewing this on paper. We could just watch the game and Spain are just on some crazy passing masterclass. And these guys are just passing Italy all over the freaking park. That's very possible. That is a huge, massive possibility of Spain really just opening these guys up. So guys, remember, guys, I will be on Twitch for the watch along. Join me for the watch along at kickoff via Twitch. You can view the Twitch on the front page of the website, halfupfootballhotspot.com, or head to the Twitch site, twitch.tv. But again, if you just want to know when the watch along is, head to the website, halfupfootballhotspot.com, scroll down and review there. Remember, guys, like that vid, man. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Thank you very much. Hit that like button. I'm still sticking by my thing because a lot of guys are saying 2-0, 3-1, 3-2, and I think more people are saying Italy will win than Spain will win, and that makes sense. Like, that makes sense. I will not hate on anyone saying that, but I don't know, man. I just think that whenever people are just completely disregarding and underrating what a team can do, I always say, you just need to just be a little bit wary, just a little bit wary, just a little bit wary. There's high, a little bit wary. All right, what do you kids say? So guys, let's hear thy thoughts, man, from you guys, man. Let's hear thy thoughts from you guys. I just want a really good game. I want a really good game. All guys, 1-1, Morata comes off the bench and then says, "What's up?" That could always be a possibility. So from your man, Abracadabra, thank you for the dub. Abracadabra says, Verratti versus Busquets HH. It's all about that midfield battle. Yes. That is why I'm so... You see, for me, the England-Denmark game is... the England-Denmark game is like an emotional narrative merchants game. Like, that game is not really football. That game is much more about, 1966, Winston Churchill, Ericsson, Disney. So that's a lot more emotional. This game is about football. So this is the footballing tie for us. And I think the most fascinating thing, because I'm a midfield junkie, is Verratti versus Busquets. That's going to be important. That's going to be important. Which team really controls and dictates and says what's up? I feel that you could see momentum. Spain will have a 10, 12 minutes increment. Italy will have a 10, 12 minutes increment. And I think the key thing is, will Italy or Spain be able to capitalize when they're in control, which is what Italy did against Belgium. So, but the midfield battle is going to be fascinating because Busquets has been money. And Mark has been doing his thing, but Busquets has been money ever since he's come into this team. Your boy Nata says, Ferran will play striker as he did under Pep. Oh. You see, but my thing, Nata, is that even if Ferran Torres plays striker, he isn't a striker. I think that whether it's Oyarzabal or Ferran in, I think what you're going to see is a lot of movement, pretty much a false nine. It isn't going to be like a Moreno or a Morata where no, you are there. You are a finisher. You're a striker. You're a classic number 9. Ferran, I don't think Ferran is going to be played as a classic number 9. He's going to be played as a guy. Yeah, I will go into the box, but everybody will just be interpreting the space rather than being rigid. So yeah, as I said again, I pretty much like a false 9. From your boy Shogo Adeleke says, what's up? Thank you for the dub. Shogo, thank you for the dub. Lucho is going for the midfield. Whoever wins the midfield battle wins the game. I wouldn't go that far. I think whoever wins the midfield battle, yeah, what up, Mr. Man, Mr. Prost, what's up? I mean, whoever wins that midfield battle, I think it's going to go some way. It will go some way in saying what's up. It will definitely go some way in one of the teams being able to say what's up. I don't think that it will be the be all and end all of it, because I think that, for instance, let's say Spain have 78 possession and they control. Italy are very good at counter-attacking and just quickly just getting the ball into space and just capitalizing. So I don't think the midfield battle is important. I don't think the midfield battle will determine who wins the game. I don't think it's just going to always hit the game. As you like, guys, semifinals always hit different. It's where it gets real. So this is where things. I told you, people always say, "Oh man, why are you so obsessed with like semifinal?" So whenever I see quarterfinal, then semi, and those are where this is where the kings are made. These are where the kings are crowned, because this is where it's now tense, because it has gotten very well. I think the beauty about tournaments like this is it's like a storyline. The beginning is where when we start to know each other and everyone in the group stage, then the story starts to get really intriguing when we get to the second round of the quarterfinals. Semifinals is that we're now approaching the end of the story. So things are now getting really dramatic right now, and we are now all really drawn into so we're really at the end of the kind of epic tale that has been told at the beginning, So that's the thing, man. Italy has the best chance. Italy have a very good. But you have to always remember this. There have been many times when the best team hasn't always won. Italy have been the best team at these Euros. From the very first game to now, Italy have been the best team. But Germany were the best team in 2010, they didn't win. Argentina were the best team in 06, they didn't win. You could argue that France were the best team in 2016, they didn't win. So you can't always assume that, man. I rate Italy's defense more than Spain's. Yeah, no, Italy's defense has been big. But you see, this is now a different attack. Belgium's attack was difficult because you had Lukaku running there. Now you're not going to be facing a passing attack. So now it's going to be more so about people's positioning. You see, what Italy had to do against Belgium was that 1v1 battle with the 1v1 battle with Lukaku, and obviously De Bruyne coming through and bringing the ball from main midfield. Now, this is you don't have any 1v1 battles. You don't have that big striker or that number 9 to really now do battles. Now it's about guys who are moving all around and passing and trying to find that killer pass to split you open. So it's not just about reading the game and about positioning. Because remember what happened to Giorgio and that Italian defense in 2012. It was ugly. Okay. It was ugly, man. And in 2012, it got all ugly, man. Yeah, the best team doesn't always win. You have to keep turning up. This is true. You always have to turn up. It is very important that you always turn up, man. It is very, very important that you always turn up, man. Because you can't just have the whole, oh my gosh, we're the best team. Hence why, because people just feel like because of course Italy are better than Spain. This Euros, Italy are categorically better than Spain. And based on what Italy have done in these Euros, they should beat Spain. It don't work like that. Because it's a semi-final and you have to turn up. You have to turn up and you have to show that, oh, we can say something. I wouldn't be surprised. Because I'm going for 1-1 penalties. Because this isn't a group stage game. It's not a second round game. It's a semi-final. Spain have a point to. Luis Enrique has a point to prove. This lineup just tells that no. Luis Enrique said no. I have studied this. I've thought about this, and I'm making a call. I'm not playing Morata or Moreno. I'm going with Oyarzabal and so forth. I'm going with a whole different approach. And maybe this now throws Italy off guard, because Italy were preparing for. Okay, we've done our homework on Morata, we've done our homework on Moreno, and we now know what they can do. So maybe all this time, Chiellini and Bonucci did their homework on the strengths and weaknesses of Morata and Moreno. Now, there is no tape on this because Spain have never played this lineup throughout these Euros. So now, whoa, this is something completely new that you've just. So maybe this could be a stroke of genius by Luis Enrique saying, let's throw a spanner in the works. Let's throw a spanner in the works that no one can really see, man. I think I said before, 2-0 to England. England will be too strong for Denmark. That's what I believe. Thank you for that, Dub Roma. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. Mucho blesso, mucho blesso, mucho blesso. Do you think Oyarzabal up front will be able to handle Georgia and Bonucci? He won't have to, because they don't have movements. So it's just going to be many guys moving all around. So it's not going to be like a 1v1 battle. It's going to be lots of passing, which is what I like, because, like, yeah, I mean, Oyarzabal, of course, like, if they play him as a striker up against, no. So it's just going to be moving in, moving out, moving in, moving out. And it's just about Pedri, Koke, and specifically Busquets and Pedri trying to find that ball that no one says, man. This could be good or bad for Spain. Maybe changing the lineup makes them more effective, or it could be weird for the team since throughout the whole tournament they were playing the same time. That's why, see, these are the big calls. Because if Spain lubricates Italy, Enrique is a genius. Enrique is a genius. Then it's like, oh, Enrique giving that dog. Because if Spain come and put up a masterclass and just beat the crap out of Italy, it's like, oh, whoa. Let's put some respect on Enrique's name. Or if it somehow blows up in their face and they are totally inept, then guys will say, well, you should have still stuck with Morata or Moreno, because maybe this would be the game that Morata would have said, well, what's up, man? So it could be an either or. Thank you for the dub, Cosimo. Thank you for the dub, Cosimo. HH, do you think Barella could become world class? For sure. For sure. 100%, man. 100%. He's been, ever since I was seeing him for instance, I kept saying, guys, no, this kid is really, really good, man. Really good skill, great attacking midfielder, great in the final third, dangerous in the final third, knows what he's doing in attacking positions. If he just continues to improve and get better, boom. Obviously now, my thing is that obviously I think it's Inzaghi who's now coming for Inter. I don't know what that will do to his development, because I think maybe he was on the right path under Conte, but the kid is a talented player, as has been seen in his performances and was seen in that quality goal that he scored against Belgium. Real deal, thank you, up. How have a feeling Spain win 2-0? Will it mean rebirth? I told you I have a sneaky feeling as well. I have a sneaky feeling as well that Spain might cause an upset, because it would be an upset, because Italy have been so heavily favored. I always remember Spain have really struggled to get. Look, they struggled against Croatia. Switzerland took them to penalties, so they've really struggled. So it would, based on how Italy have beat guys, it would be a shock if Spain were to win. But people shouldn't count out Spain. They shouldn't count out Spain. For a boy King of Bannerman, HH, is Junior finally becoming unfortunate? I think it is, bro. Umbani, I think is Umbani, man, and this is a big game for him, man, because people are talking about Ballon d'Or. People are talking about Ballon d'Or, man. And the guys are saying that, you know what, this guy, if he bowls for Italy and leads Italy to a Euros, people are saying we need to talk about the whole Ballon d'Or thing, man. We need to talk about the whole Ballon d'Or thing about the dude, man. So guys, remember, man, follow me on Twitch. Follow your boy right there on Twitch, twitch.tv/halfhophot. You can either head to the official website, halfhopefootballhot.com, the official website, and obviously on the front page, you'll be able to see the Twitch link and so forth, or head over to twitch.tv/halfhophot. Remember to follow me on Twitch. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitch, because we're going to be doing a lot more Twitch streams. There's going to be a lot more streams over on Twitch, because Twitch is far more and better interactive for the stream thing. But for the watch along, popping off at kickoff with my Milan drink, I will be on Twitch. So make sure at kickoff you have followed me on Twitch and you are right there on Twitch joining me for this watch along for this huge, massive game against Liga. So guys, 5 more minutes before I get myself ready, man. 5 more minutes before I get myself ready for this whole thing, man. And what do you guys say, man? Watch out for Ciro Immobile. Today will be his day. I mean, I thought that he'd be. I mean, when he scored those goals in the group stage, I thought, oh, Immobile could be doing something. It's not really been. I mean, ever since the knockouts have popped off, he's not been good. Like the only good thing he's done in the knockouts was when he hit the post against Austria in the first half. So since that thing that he did in the first half, he's not been that great. He's not been that great, man. So I wouldn't put money on Immobile same also. But look, if ever there was a time for you to show up for your country after breaking it in the quarters and the second round, this would be the time. This would be the time. This would be the time. Um, thoughts on as I said before, bad, very 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 bad. Racism is racism, and good thing that they apologize, man. So yeah, it's bad, it's uncalled for, and good thing that they have apologized, man. Um, yeah, I remember someone mentioned this. All semifinalists played all their group games at home. Coincidence, because um, we never as we never saw France losing to Switzerland, and them beating Switzerland. I mean, it's sort of a coincidence because I think from the sense of like, if France beat Switzerland, I think they beat Spain because France didn't take Switzerland seriously. If they'd faced Spain, they would have taken Spain seriously and then they would have beaten them. The Denmark one, I could maybe buy because that home crowd for the third game was huge because they knew that they needed a big win, and I think that crowd really urged them on and really helped them to get that win to make them to go through. But I think overall it's a coincidence. I think overall it's a coincidence. I don't think it's like, oh my gosh, because they played the thing at home, it was better, man. What's it called? Mods, man. Can you get rid of this clown, man? Mods, can you please ban this clown? I don't know, something cheese melt or whatever. Please, mods, ban this clown. Mods, do your job, man. Mods, do your job. Do your job, man. Great point. Germany played. Did they play all the games at home? Yeah, they did. Yeah, Germany played all their games at home, and look at what happened to them. You know. Um. So yeah, thank you. Netherlands as well. Netherlands as well. So yeah, it's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. Netherlands played all their games at home. Germany played all of their games at home. It's a coincidence. So guys, look, man. Let's get it, man. So guys, remember, join me on Twitch. Remember to follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Hyperpost. Follow your boy there on Twitch, man, and let's get it, man. I'm hoping for a good quality game. I want a really good quality game, and I want it to really pop off. I'm hoping this game really, really pops off, and we can say something about it, man. So, guys, peace out. Stay true. And as for Italy and Spain, hashtag no excuses, hashtag you need to make it happen. It's big time now, big stakes now. Let's ride.
To be part of this outstanding team.